Hello again, HOPEUS MAXIMUS here. More finds, more live digs, so we've got another video for you. If you'd like to subscribe, just click on the icon, bottom left of the screen, bottom right of the screen, you get it. Hello there, HOPEUS MAXIMUS here, and I've got another video. More finds, more live digs. So let's go and see what I found. But I will say, if you'd like to subscribe, just click on the icon, bottom right of the screen there, and you should get notified when I release another video. So let's go and see what I found.
Well, I've got an absolutely cracking signal here. Now that's how I like them. However, does that relate to a nice target? Well, it's here or hereabouts. Oh, it looks roundish like. I think, oh, it's a hammered coin. Oh, it's a bit battered on the end. And that looks like it could be Elizabeth I. I found a couple of Lizzies last month. Different location. Well, we'll see. So it is in that bit there. A bloody bit. I couldn't get the spade in. That's it there. And this is a hammered coin. Beautiful. That will come up lovely. Well, you know when they say you're waiting for a bus for ages and then suddenly a couple come along? I think it's the same for me with barrel taps. I found the barrel tap key, then the end, then a barrel tap almost complete. I got the signal, it wasn't great, but dug down and out she came. And that has got the centre part in there. So that should clean up quite nice.
Well, here we are. Time for breakfast before the off. There's my mate Clive. Really nice guy, but he's forgot nearly everything.
As usual.
Right.
Sign of the age.
So we're going to have some bait and then we're out in the fields.
Well, I had a signal and it wasn't great, but when I dug out, I've got a lump of clay here and there's something in it. I can see an edge, so I've started to turn my camera on And there it looks very thick. Yeah, and it also looks very flat. But there is, you can see the imprint there, there is something on that side. Don't know if you can see that. Different target. That is a good target. That's not. Well, it's a good signal. Whether it's a good item is a different matter. That's the iron. And there's the better signal. Oh, that's quite interesting. That looks like the hinge part. It's copper alloy, and there is decoration to it. Well, no signals for ages, and then suddenly I've got this really good signal. So let's see. Well, I'll find that easy enough, that's for certain. That's loud and clear. It's round. It's not that old. I can see what it is there. Silver sixpence. George. And it's... oh, dropped it. 19, I think I saw 28 on there. 1928. Got a signal here. It's booming out. Possibly not that deep because it's so loud. I'll just take a bit out. And then we'll have a look with the pinpointer. Right, let's see. I think I can see something just in there. And it looks round. I don't know if you can see it there. Looks like I can see the word George. Yes, I found a sixpence here on the other side of the field, and this is 1930. And another very, very good condition sixpence. Well, I'm down to 1% on the camera. It's going to pack in any second. I've got a nice signal there. So I'll just hope it lasts. Right, I'll have to get the pinpointer out now. I think it's going to die on me. I can see something there. Well, it's a copper ring, but it's flat on the inside. So I'm not sure. Oh, hang on. It's gilded, I think. Oh well. We'll have a look. Got a couple of signals here, so I'll be there and there. Oh, it's a hammered coin, it's a hammered coin. That looks a nice one. A bit worn, but nice. Check what the other one is now. Oh, junk. And that looks nice. That looks... Oh, look at the detail on that. God. And that is a cartwheel penny. They did come in 2 pennies as well, but that's a big old lump. Spot on that. Yep, we have something there. Close now. See if I can get round it. Okay. Ah, I see something there. And I've just pulled out. Oh wow, that's a medieval buckle and a half, that one. The pin's missing, but they're made of iron, so they do rust away. I've got one signal. I've already pulled these out. Copper alloy, but some detail on that. Goodness knows what that's from. But and then, just as I was clearing the hole, I got another signal, and that's got to be the smallest buckle I've found. Well, just on this little bush line here, I had a signal and I dug down and out this popped. And that's a little half cut. Looks like a, oh yeah, it's a voided long cross. Well, it just shows you they can turn up absolutely anywhere. Well, I've got another signal here. Well, let's see what this is. I think I can see something there, metal. I think that that is part of a Roman brooch, and that's the second one today. If the first one is what I think it is, that's where the pin went through. That's where the hinge pin would have went through. The pin would have come out there. Well, I had a faint signal, but it was nice, and I've been chasing it around for a couple of minutes, and then I just saw it sticking through there, and the shape of it, I think, has given it away. Oh yes, yes. That is a penny that's cut in to 4 through the cross, so that is a fourth thing, a farthing. I'll explain about 4 things in the roundup. But it's definitely a digger. Oh, and it's a coin. Well, it's a hammer. Wow! Get in. I never thought that when I heard that signal. Is that an Edward? Oh, spot on. Spot on. Love it. Okay then, and let's have the final roundup. So the first one is an Elizabeth I silver sixpence with the rose, which is 6th issue, and that dates 1594. Then we have an Edward I long cross silver penny, so that's the late 1200s. And this barrel tap here, it's got the trunnion in the centre and the triangular locking mechanism still in place, and that dates about 1750 to 1850. This is a noble coin weight and it's made of bronze, and the purpose was to weigh the full gold noble, and that would ensure that it hadn't been clipped or heavily worn or it was a forgery. And that dates between 14 to 1500s. Next is a Roman brooch or fibula, and this one could be getting on towards 2000 years old. Then we have these two George V silver sixpences, and I found them in the same field. The silver content was reduced in 1920 onwards to that of 50% silver, so these coins are only 50%ers. Now this is a copper alloy finger ring, and that was originally covered in gold, also known as gilt. It still has some gilt on the inside, and it's stamped with a W followed by what appears to be a crown symbol and a letter R. Not sure of the date, some are saying it relates to William Rex, but I don't know. Next is a nice Henry V hammered silver half groat. A groat was 4p, so a half groat was the equivalent of 2p. And on the reverse you can clearly see the words Civitas London, and that relates to it being minted in the City of London. And this half groat dates between 1413 to 1422. Now this lump of copper is a cartwheel penny. It's actually in very good condition. And I didn't know this, but you might want to know that the cartwheel penny was the first copper penny to be circulated in Britain. It was designed to combat counterfeiting, as they used to melt down the copper halfpennies and farthings, and lighter forgeries were made. So they decided to make a penny coin which weighed an ounce, and that ounce of copper actually cost a penny. That was the value of it. It was only minted in the 1 year, 1797, and it was the first British coin to be minted by steam power. Also, the cartwheel penny is where Britannia made her debut appearance on a copper penny. The nickname cartwheel pennies because of the large size. And they are Britain's heaviest ever penny. So there you go. Next we have two copper alloy buckles. The larger one is medieval. That dates to between 16 to 1700s, and I would think the smaller buckle will be quite modern, but it was just the size difference that got me. Next we have a hammered silver penny. That's been cut in half, so that's where your term halfpenny comes from. I'll explain a bit more about the quarter cuts shortly. But next we have a part bronze Roman brooch, and age wise we could be looking at 1800 years old. Now this is the quarter cut penny. Now pennies were cut into halves and also quarters to enable poorer people to purchase items and also to use as change. The half cut became known as the halfpenny, and the quarter cut, which was a penny cut into four things, that term four things over time changed into farthings, and the cross on the reverse of the coin was also used as a guide when cutting the coin. And now finally we've got an Edward I hammered silver penny, a long cross, and that dates to the late 1200s. So that's it. I'll be out soon and I'll be hopefully finding some nice items, and I'll edit it and I'll be putting another video up soon. So bye for now.